We got something special on the menu today. I'm gonna let Leah tell you what we got.
Chocolate Chip Brownie Cookies.
Man, you heard her. I'm ready. Let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're gonna use for today's recipe. Let's go ahead and do roll call and start here in the back. I have 8 ounces of chocolate right here, and this is 60% chocolate, guys. You can use between 50 and 70%. And what I did is I chopped it in pieces. The reason you do that because it makes it easier to melt, and you'll see why. Back here in this big bowl, I have 2 large eggs. Now the reason I put them in this bowl is because this is gonna be our final mixing bowl. That's why I got it in this big bowl like this. Half a cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I have a half a stick of butter, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of brown sugar. Now, if you don't have brown sugar, you can use all white sugar, just a cup of white sugar, that's fine. And a half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. So these are the ingredients, guys. Let's go ahead and get started.
The first thing that we're gonna be preparing is the flour mixture. Let's go into the counter barrel. The first thing that we're gonna do is add the cocoa powder to the flour. Next, the baking powder. And now the sauce. So now we're gonna give it a little mix and make sure that you combine it well. Remove all the lumps. This is what we have. Let's move on to the next step.
In this step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our 8 ounces of chocolate. We're gonna put it in the microwave for 45 seconds until it melts. We're gonna stir it in 15-second intervals. So let's go ahead and get this in the microwave and we'll come right back. All right, so this is what we have about a minute into the microwave. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna set this aside and we're gonna start preparing our egg mixture. Okay, in this step, we're gonna add our brown sugar along with our white sugar to our eggs. And we're just gonna get this mixed in here. Wanna mix it real good until you no longer see the sugar crystals on the side, and it'll turn into like a brownish color. All right, guys, so it looks like we have it mixed well right here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add our milk chocolate to it. And we're gonna get this mixed in until it's even in color. As you can see, it's all like a swirl color. So we're gonna mix this in until it's even in color. I'm gonna change this out and get a spoon because it's getting kind of thick, which is what we want. All right, guys, so now that we got it even in color, what we're gonna do now is we're going to start adding our flour to it. And you wanna add it slowly in portions. Add a little bit now. Then we're gonna get that mixed in here. All right, so we're gonna add some more flour and cocoa. Remember, that's your flour and cocoa mixture. Now we're just gonna add the remaining of it, trying to get this all mixed together. Now, if you have a blender, not a blender, but if you got an electric mixer, you can do that too. So guys, you're gonna stir this until the batter is glossy and sticky, kind of like what we got right here. And so now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our half a cup of chocolate chips to it and get those stirred in. All right, guys, so it looks like we got the right texture that we're looking for. We got these chocolate chips all mixed in. So, all right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna move this aside. We're gonna bring over our baking sheet so we can go ahead and get these babies in on the baking sheet. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that we have our cookies on our baking sheet, we're gonna put them in the oven on 350 degrees. We're gonna let them bake for 9 to 11 minutes, guys. You wanna make sure you take a look at it because I don't know how hot your stove is. So check it a little bit after 5 minutes to make sure that your cookies aren't burning. So let's get them over in the oven. All right, so we are 11 minutes in right here, guys. So take a look at what we have. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna let these cool down for about 5 minutes before I remove them from our baking sheet. So once they cool down, we're gonna get these babies plated up. And there you have it, guys. Delicious brownie cookies. Yes, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Let's get the conversation started down there. And remember, the measurements and ingredients are all in the video description below. So go ahead and check that out. Listen, man, chocolate is my weakness. So let's go ahead and get into quality control because I want to test these babies out. All right, let's go. All right, so we're back in here with quality control. I got Leia here with me. And yes, for some reason, I don't know what happened to the audio in here with this one. But guys, I am so upset because look at this plate of chocolate chip brownie cookies, man. Man, I wish you guys could be able to hear what we're saying about these cookies. So we're gonna take a bite of these babies and we're gonna definitely let you know what we think about them, and you're gonna be able to look at our face and tell what we think about them. You ready for us to try it? You ready for us to try it? Let's go ahead and get a bite of it. Let's go. Man, look at our face. Oh man, look at them chocolate chips. Ooh-wee. Guys, if you love brownies and you love some good chocolate chip cookies like me, you're gonna love this recipe here, guys. And again, my apologies that you couldn't hear the audio where we're just salivating over these cookies. So, and as always, I'm your cook, Spinelli, and I'm here with my helper, Leia. And remember, we not chefs, we just cook a lot. And I am out. Peace.